Hey guys, Pop Scrap here. Tonight now I'm taking apart, or this evening should I say, I'm taking apart flat screens and see, or miscellaneous pieces of scrap and see what we got in them. So first of all, I'm going to cut this wire off. Usual bits that we always do first, take the plug off, get the wire. A lot of Phillips screws in this. Now, I don't usually take apart flat screen TVs or anything like that. Usually I never do. But for like a good aluminium and things like that, why not take it apart and see what's in there, boards and stuff. Looks like there's a couple of good gold recovery boards in it. I don't know, is this? No, typical. No power in the battery. So I'll take off a few screws here and see what we have. Now these more modern boards, I wouldn't say there's much in them. Be very little actually, I'd say. Or TVs. There's no harm taking one apart and see what we got. By the drill here now going, I'll have all this stripped out already. I'll have the board off anyway, or the back of it off already. But yeah, there's no harm. So much for the old days with big back TVs. Four screws maybe ends off. And you're into the goodies. So, that's the screws I think off. I hope. One here, oh that's off. This is probably holding it. There's always a little screw somewhere holding it. Holding it on. There we go. There's some action here now. Now, doesn't look too bad. Now, sometimes see it on people scrapping. No, that's steel. As you can see here, from these modern TVs now, from the older ones, there's not really much here on these. There's a bit, but for me, it's more time consuming to scrap out one of these. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, what I'm taking this off for is, where is it? I want to get the magnets off. If I can take it off. Nope. We'll get that guy off later. So, here's a bit of wire. Is that? Yeah, they're brass. So we'll take that brass off. Bit of copper on it. So yeah, the rest that's all steel. With that magnet, we'll sort that out later. What else have we got? More bits of wire in here. Very little wiring, should I say. Let's see. More brass. So far it's a pretty easy strip apart. A couple of boards in it. But let's have a look at this now and see. Some nice gold fingers joining these two boards. Let's see, have a good look at it here. screwdriver. I think basically after I take these screws out here off the boards, I think that's it. Sometimes you get an aluminium plate in them. This will go into scrap steel. It's heavy, but it's basically all I can see. A couple of little motor transformers and things I've taken all off. They'll be all coming off to get the value. So you can see here, little gold fingers, all completely gold plated. Little transformer, getting the copper out of these bad boys. Another little transformer. We have aluminium here. You got a screwdriver to take that off. But it looks as if there's a screw in the back. No. Right. Should pop up. Trying not to cut the hand of myself. Some MOSFETs on this, I'd say. We got to the side and have a look at it in a few minutes. This is the green board now, the better quality chips on it. Gold has gone to an all-time high now. It's 2,700 an ounce. So believe me when I tell you guys, it's going to go a lot more. So gold is going good at the minute. So a bit more wire. And this board here, little chips, a lot of junk on it, nothing worth talking about. Bit of stainless there, which I'll pull off. Yeah, bit of stainless. Just try and clean the board up as much as possible. That's basically it, what's on that. So we'll get the other TV out. It's a bigger flat screen it looks like. Put all these goodies across here to the far side for. We'll go through them in a few minutes. That's what I usually do. Everything gets thrown over here. This is the stripping apart. This is the station here for stripping. And then I just throw everything over to the far side. Rip out all the good stuff and bring everything over. Now actually this feels lighter again. But there could be more good stuff in it. Because it's how can I explain it to you? It's more thicker of a back. So you don't know what to do with it. So first again, cut the wire. Get the plug. Points. Wire into the bin. Wire again is actually building up very quick. So that's good. So there's a lot of screws here. Just give me a second guys to take these screws out and I'll be back to you when the top off. Okay, I'm back. There's a reason why I don't do flat screen TVs. Because they're a disaster. Any scrapping channel I watch or anything like that, they don't do flat screens, and there's a reason why you don't do it. So they're a disaster. I couldn't open the back of it, so I left it as it is. So I'm just going to do a little bit of brass, taking a bit of brass apart here, a bit of brushings and brass brushings and things like that. Mix it up. Now, how do I get these out again? Presume we take the screw out fully. Oh, I think these are all brass. I'm testing with the trusty little, yeah, they're all brass. And this usually pulls out, I think. Or have I to break this? I have to break that. This pops out. I was going to say, I don't have to take the screws out because I can break them. They should pop out handy enough. Should. Yeah. Piece of copper. All this brass adds up very fast. It's, as I say, it's good filler for my bin. It goes down through everything. Fills up all the all the gaps. You can, as I told you, these little things you can use as beam stunk or steampunk. Nice heavy cogs, brass cogs. Coming apart nicely, actually. Very nice. Does that one come out? That is. That was a nice thick brass plate here. Now, shouldn't be too much taking all this off. Piece of alley. Might peel off. There we go, piece of aluminium. Throw that straight into alley. There we are, 4 or 3 little brass screws to take off. If I have a screwdriver small enough for that now. Sorry, no, I'm not prepared for it. That's the joys of scrapping. You're not ready for all this stuff. That might be small enough, actually. Maybe. Yeah. Do the job nicely. So there's a little steel plate here. I'm going to take these screws out first. I hope these little screws are brass too, because it all counts. Another nice little brass plate. Let's test all that here. Yeah, all brass. Beautiful. Onto the pipe. Little brass little arm. Get all the rubbish off to the side, bit of wire. Like you can see there now, that bit of brass I picked up already here adds up fast. Oh, it doesn't look like, oh, that's nice. That's a nice little cog. Little steampunk. Even those little screws can do good jobs. They're nice little cogs, these. In time, when I'm going through the brass bin, these might be worth doing in steampunk. But I throw them all there for the time being. They're not really doing me any harm, so I want to keep all my brass in the one container. I know by looking on eBay, things like that do sell for good money, but the hassle of shipping and things like that. Piece of steel. Now I did used to do 4 years ago. Used to do a lot of eBaying, a hell of a lot. But yeah, it's just like everything else, you know. Now these screws are not the easiest to take apart. It's coming apart slowly. This might break off this. There we go, another piece off. What about you? Do you want to come off? There we go, another piece off. Now, this is the problem, these screws here. That one. All we need is this to pop off now. And we're sorted. Oh, there we go. There we have it. Nice piece of thick brass. Rest is the steel. Over here, out of the way. Oh, we've more brass here. Now you missed this nice silver contacts. So I think this is like wood. It's all caught up in, so it shouldn't be too hard to take apart. It's actually copper. Imagine that now. Some good stuff out of it. Bit of copper. Other side is copper. Yeah, this one's brass. One copper, one brass. Cool. That's why I love taking things like this apart. You just don't know what you're going to see. So let's clean up here a little bit. Got a piece of copper, I think. No, it's steel. It's a washer. Keep all the washers, I do. awful handy. Now, these brushings, I like taking these apart because there's good brass in them. And usually I let them build up till I have a lot of them. But haven't started taking the motors apart yet. Once I start taking the motors apart, I get a lot of this kind of stuff. So, what's the easiest way again to take these apart? It's been a while. Pull this here. That's this releases the brushing with a bit of copper on it. There we go. Put this side. Spring out piece of copper. This clean brass. Oh, well, actually it's not brass. My God. And a piece of copper. Oh, geez, that's usually they're brass. Not this time. Is the connection brass? Yeah, on a piece of wire. Right, that's a wee bit disappointing. It's not all brass. Now it wouldn't make much a mad difference, but all adds up at the end, like. Yeah. There we go. Let's test this one to be sure. Yeah, not brass. Like it. It's a good spring actually. I'm going to hold on to that spring too. So, quick one for you guys. Well, quickish, a bit of scrapping out of things. Hopefully tomorrow night I'll work on a live stream. Hopefully everything going well. I want to do a few bits more in this shed, get things sorted on Monday. I'm doing a big pickup again. I want to get through this bin. This bin is a, what, 3.5 and a 4 foot bin, and it's all full of goodies I have to take apart. Like as I said, when I strip apart little bits and pieces, I throw them in here now. Little bits of copper on them, bits of brass, breakers, you name it, coppers on them. Every little bit of pieces like that, all in here. Plugs, everything like that. I want to get going and getting down on the pile here. Not much left. Tiny bit of stuff to scrap out. But yeah, getting there slowly. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching.